Hi, everybody, and welcome to Them Wise Girls. I'm your girl, Jada.
And I'm Nellie.
I'm Lala. Thank you for tuning in with us tonight.
We hope you guys had an amazing week, and we hope your weekend is off to an amazing start. So, ladies, how are you doing? How was your week? What's going on?
Let's see what happened this week. It was hot as a doorknob. Okay, we sweated a lot this week. Work was fine. We only got 2 weeks left of school, I believe. Two
Nice.
weeks. So I'm so happy about that. I really want to work in the summer because I'm not sitting in the house all day. So that's what I'm hoping for.
When will you know if you'll be working in the summer?
See, because of COVID, usually we find out not right before we end the regular school year, but we usually find out about June. So now because of COVID and because summer school is in person, we have to, I guess they gotta wait for everyone that was remote and see how if they want to do it and stuff like that. So we're not finding out knowing the way they work probably the day before summer school starts.
Oh, okay.
So we got an email stating that you won't get a response anytime soon. So probably at the end of June, beginning of July, because school starts, I believe, after July 4th. So it's 6th, I believe it starts. So yeah. So how was your week, La?
Like you, it was a hot week, except it's been gloomy and overcast here. A few rain showers on and off, but not constant, but just enough, to damper your week. Unlike last week, which was sunny on the weekend and everything, this week was kind of it was hot in the 80s, but it wasn't as bomb as last week. My work week went well. I'm looking forward to my brain just went up. My anniversary. Yes, so I'll be married 7 years.
And I almost said 8. Oops.
Anniversary.
I know, I almost said 8 too. I had to think about it. So I'll be married 7 years.
Aww.
So I'm happy about that. We're both happy about that. It's been a rough, long 7 years.
But you made it through. Here's to year 7.
Here's to the 7.
I'm happy about that. So we'll be celebrating that on Monday. So that's one thing I'm really looking forward to. Wish it was different. Wish we could either go somewhere or do something with you, our family and friends. But unfortunately, COVID still won't let us be great. So what about you, JD?
Well, my week went well. I can't complain. As you guys said, it was a hot one, so I stayed close to the AC. So that was something that I definitely did all week. I'm looking forward to my summer Fridays off, where I work 4 days a week and I'm off on Fridays. So essentially I'll have like a 3-day weekend, which is really nice. I just work a longer work day. I work, from 8:30 to 6 o'clock to compensate for being home that Friday, being off, I guess you could say, that Friday. So it's okay. I like the fact that I'm able to have a 4-day work week and be off on Fridays and be able to do what I need to do and, enjoy my summer. So I'm really looking forward to that moment coming up shortly. It's until August, like mid-August, and then we go back to our 5-day work schedule. So I'm looking forward to that. So that should be fun.
I'll take that. That is nice.
I'll take that. I'm a little jelly.
Right? And it's nice because we're still remote. Doing it in person is totally different. It is a lot physically. Like every Friday, I would be sleeping till about 12 o'clock because I was so exhausted from getting up so early and being at work all day at that length of time. It sounds great and it is great, but when you actually have to physically go out and do it, it's like a totally different story. So that's where I'm at. But
You're
other
right,
than that,
'cause
it was good.
6 o'clock doesn't really allow you to have any much of evening.
Time.
No, it's
Oh.
6. And by the time you get home, it's something to
7:30.
7:30, 8 o'clock. You got to get up and do it all over again. But that's that's what you got to do in order to be off on a Friday. So you do it.
Always
Yeah.
gotta sacrifice to give something.
You ain't getting nothing for free. You got to give in order to get. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So what else is going on with you ladies?
I had sorry, Mama.
No, go on now.
I had a family member's family member's graduation this past week. It was
Nice.
hot, but it was nice. It was nice to be out of the house. What else? I think that's about it. Yes, I think that's you guys know I have no life since COVID, so
That's all of us.
any little
Honestly.
thing. Oh, I did see my sister this last weekend. We went out to the city and we went to a yummy. It was so good. Yummy restaurant. Yeah, that's about it. My life is boring, so
Nice. Well, that's good that you got to see Sissy.
Yeah.
Positive.
Yeah.
Yes. I will look forward to that time where we can see each other.
Yes. I can't wait for that time when we could see each other. That would be a nice time.
Yeah.
For
I don't
sure.
know. I just, everything's going on. I'm like looking forward to like the summer movies being released. I see a whole bunch of things are supposed to be coming out. I heard that Issa Rae is supposed to be the new Spider-Man.
Yes.
I heard that Tiffany Haddish is supposed to be playing Joyner.
Yes, I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out.
I didn't hear all that.
Yeah, she's gonna be Joyner Griffith. I believe that was, she's going to be playing her. So I'm interested to see, because a lot of her roles have been funny. So this is going to be something totally different for her.
Well, she's being trained in part by Joyner herself.
Nice.
So she's been doing her physical routines and she's just been being coached by her, according to the article that I read. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That's nice.
Drum roll, please. Drum roll. Okay, so everyone knows that when I dance, my signature dance is I never knew. I do the hand motion and everything. Now, in truth, the song that I sang was Faith Evans. But the hand motion itself came from Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige. Her documentary is coming out it's on my absolute favorite album. My Life is my favorite album, hands down. I know a lot of people probably think it's a Beyonce album. No. Mary J. Blige, My Life album is my favorite album.
Lala, don't break the screen.
Favorite. She just got a walk on the Apollo Theater. She just got a walk of fame on the Apollo Theater in Harlem. Yeah, she looked amazing.
I'm looking forward to it. But y'all know that's how you keep it calm without breaking the sweat, and you be cool.
I keep thinking you're gonna do the Macarena.
No, you gotta feel it.
Mary cracks me up when she start that dancing.
Yes.
When she start that dancing, I'll be like, okay, Mary, okay.
Yeah. Her and Diddy kind of, if you look at it, they have the same leg.
I gotta look at it because I've never noticed.
She just looks a little bit different because she always has heels on. But you notice they be doing the same block.
He also executive produced the documentary as well, in addition to Mary J. Blige. He also, because he was in her life heavy at that time. The second album that came out after was the 411. It was My Life. So that was a very, like she said, it was a very dark time for her. We'll talk about it more once the documentary comes out because I'm looking forward to watching it
When
because
is it?
that is my favorite album.
June. I know it's in June. What?
Yeah,
date?
June, towards the end of June, I believe.
Oh, towards the
Oh,
end. I
see,
thought
I
it
didn't
was
see
in
the
Like
announcement
mid
date.
end of June. I want to say like in the 20s. I'm not exactly
okay.
sure.
I think it's the 20. I want to say 26, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Amazon Prime.
Yes,
so
that's a
looking-
movie.
Mhm.
That's a popcorn.
So we're definitely gonna watch
you
that,
know-
and you're gonna get our commentary about it for sure.
At that time, I believe that she was dating was
Casey.
it JoJo?
Casey and JoJo.
Casey.
Yes.
Which one? JoJo?
I
or
think it was Casey.
I think it was
Casey?
Casey.
Yeah, I think it was
It
Casey.
was one of them, and I know that, like you said, it was a very dark period at the time. He was
Yeah.
allegedly abusive and
Yes.
things, and-
Alcohol abuse.
It
Yeah.
was bananas during that time. And I just really love how authentic that album is. And that's why I said it's one of my favorite albums, hands down. Not that I'm going through a dark period right now or whatever, but it was just one of those, it's a real album. I feel like it's a real genuine
It's different
album.
than what we have nowadays.
Right.
where
Oh
we don't
yeah,
have
absolutely.
real music.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For sure. Yeah, most definitely.
And
you know something. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What I also love is Mary is that type of woman. Like you've seen her through the struggle, but now you look at her now. She is a powerful, strong Black woman. Okay.
Yes.
You could tell she's been through the corner store to back, but she's been through it and she can tell you about it. It's
Absolutely.
luckily she hasn't, nothing has happened to her from, back in the day, problems or whatever, but that's gonna be a good movie. We're gonna be crying. I already know it. Oh my God, I didn't know that. It's gonna be good.
And I will tell you, I know we always talk about health and wellness and that we're going to get our lives straight. We start getting straight and then we fall off and then we pass on and then we fall off. But I have to say, from where she came from in terms of unhealthy habits and things, she's just within the last her how do I say? She has aged very gracefully in my
Yeah, she looks gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
She's aged very gracefully and she's taking care of her body and
she took out the stuff in her life that caused her stress.
Yes.
And that's important.
Toxic.
Very important.
That toxicness.
Yeah, she let go of that.
So, amen. Praise. Go ahead, Mary. We support you, Mary.
That's it. That's it. So there's another show coming out. It was supposed to actually come out a couple of years ago, but something happened where it didn't come out. Carlos King, who's behind a lot of the reality shows, him and Todd Tucker, Candy Burris Tucker, I should say, her husband, they collaborated to come up with this show about girl groups. So we're going to see some of our favorite girl groups together. And they're making up one huge girl group and they're trying to bring the girl groups back together. Pam from Total, Aubrey from Danity Kane, Nivea, although she wasn't in a girl group, she was a woman on her own, but they're bringing her in the mix. The twins from the group Cherish. It was Cherish.
Yes.
The twins from the group Cherish and two of the girls from 702, the sisters. Irish, and I forgot the other sister's name, and the girls from Black. One who was on Housewives of Atlanta, and the other one her friend Brandy. I can never think of the other girl's name, but they're all gonna make this powerhouse girl group, and they're gonna try and make it work and put music out there. So that's coming on BET, I believe, this Wednesday. So make sure you guys check it out. What do you ladies think? Like, who were your favorite girl groups growing up? What girl groups did you guys like listening to?
Okay, let me see. D3LW, of course, Destiny Child. At the top, I think that Church. I did like Church, but they only had 2 songs. SWE. I think that's it. But what I think about this show is going to be interesting because you got some high ranges of voices in there. You got the, I don't know if it's gonna work because a lot of women feel that are like I'm entitled or like Audrey. Audrey could be a hot mess. So it's gonna be like, no, I can sing that. No, I can sing. We are like over 30. We could get over it. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. It might not work, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave them and let them do what they gotta do. But it's gonna be a very interesting.
What about you, La? Who are your favorite girl groups?
I have to say, I'm very excited. I'm super excited. And in fact, as you know, I don't have live TV. Yes, I do not have live TV, people. So I have to see if I can maybe just get, well, these are the things.
Okay.
Tell me if I'm crazy. Now, I have a 4-year-old, but I told my husband I really would like to get Disney Plus because they have some great commercials.
They do.
On upcoming movies that they're releasing. And
I
I'm like,
can't wait.
Yes, I'm like, not having real TV is killing me right now. And he's like, well, Disney Plus isn't TV, it's a channel in itself. And I'm like, well, we need that channel.
Yeah,
I need that
streaming.
channel.
Yeah.
And he's like, but is she gonna watch it? I'm like, yeah, look at all these cool movies.
Yeah.
So I do miss having TV. And for that fact, I would like to get BET. I'm wondering if I can maybe stream it.
You should be able to.
You should, yeah. Probably.
I think you should be able to
I'm
stream
hoping
it.
because I liked 702. I like Black. I like 3LW. Destiny. Well, Destiny's Child is not going to be on the show, right?
No.
Black 702. One group I didn't hear you mention was Divine.
Oh, I remember them, the 3 girls.
Yes, a girl group from Jersey.
Yeah.
They had this cool song. There was something that went to the fact of, have you ever felt the breeze hit your heart? Like
Lately, that song Lately.
Yes,
Lately.
And it was like, lately, been thinking about your baby.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know
Been
that.
sitting around watching the days go by.
She gonna sing for us all day.
I missed my family, okay? And if anybody knew us back in our wee years, we were a serious girl group of our own.
We were. I remember, honey. We did Maya's Moving On.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We were a girl group of our
I
own.
remember doing Maya Moving On. Yes, that is
That's
so
nice.
funny.
We did Maya, I think, was our last one we ever did.
That was our staple. That was our signature.
That was like our finale performance.
Yes.
At your house, JD.
Yes. Yes. I remember that. I remember that.
Everybody sit down. You, mommy, sit down. Sit down. We're gonna perform.
I remember that. That was some good time.
That was really good times. We would stay up all night practicing just
Yes.
to get it right.
Yes. That was good times. I enjoyed the girl group movement. Like my favorite girl group of all time. And that, in fact, was my first concert is TLC. So I love me some TLC. TLC is everything and more to me. Like I could listen to TLC all the time.
Now, I thought they were coming out with something.
I thought so too, but to me, it's just like it will never be what it was without Left.
Not in terms of
Like,
music,
to
but like a
me-
show, perhaps. Like
This
I
still won't
thought
be
they
the
were
same.
coming out with a show, but I know they were working on coming out with a few things. And it to me just won't be what it was
Yeah,
without
well,
Left Eye. Like I just feel like Left Eye was the complete piece of the puzzle. I love Destiny's Child. I knew all them songs off the album. I was singing them songs, child. I had no business singing a couple of them, but I was singing them.
in truth, I really think that Destiny's Child was the best when it had with its original members.
Yes, the original girls, Latoya and Latavia, to me, they were the best as well.
You know
that Writings on the Wall album, baby,
Right?
that was it.
And did you recently hear I don't know if it was in a magazine or if it was on social media, but it was an article that I wound up reading. And it was speaking about Solange, who's Destiny's Child, Beyonce, excuse me,
Beyonce's sister.
Yes.
Beyonce's
sister.
baby sister.
Mhm.
And they were talking about how growing up, she was always in the shadows of Beyonce. And in fact, there was a diss, not made purposefully, but there was a diss, so to speak, made by Fabulous, where he said, "Why would you settle for Solange when you could have Beyonce?"
Yes.
And so Beyonce stood up for her baby sister.
Yeah.
And then they talked about how there was a fight between Solange and Jay-Z in the
In the
elevator.
elevator.
Yes.
Famous fight. And
Yes.
that's really when Solange really took on. Then she had her CD, her
Yep.
music was released in her own CD and things of that. And then she had a few songs that I think that were memorable or are memorable. But now, as you know, she's gotten married, she had a son, she's really taken a back seat, but they were just referencing how talented she is
Oh,
and
yeah.
how much Beyonce believes in her. So much so that she would even consider doing music with her. And Solange said she would never do music with her. And in fact, Beyonce and the father wanted her to be in Destiny's Child. Did you guys?
Oh.
I never knew that.
No.
Yeah, they wanted her to be in Destiny's Child, and she would never agree to be in Destiny's Child.
Probably didn't want her out, you know how, especially in that kind of limelight, like your sister's this big star and here you are. She probably got a more powerful voice than Beyonce, but
She do. A lot of people like Solange a lot. I say her voice has grown over the years, like with a lot of artists, because when she first came out, I was like, yeah, nah, take a back. But with the right people, the right PR, the right people you have in your corner, you could really blow up like Beyonce did. She went smoking after Destiny's Child when she went on her own. But a lot of people do prefer Solange. I have friends who rather go see Solange in concert any day than to go see Beyonce.
That one, but Solange just
I
has
will
a
tell
good
you,
voice.
She is a great performer. I never forget my wonderful cousin in the upper corner. she and I had, well, she came up with the idea. We had this grand idea that we were going to see Beyonce.
Yeah.
And it was a wonderful evening, except the train was packed going to see Beyonce.
And coming from seeing her.
And coming from seeing her. And mind you, it was freezing cold.
It was. It was in May. We went, I think, in May or June.
It was cold.
It was chilling.
I've never wished a concert be over so much in my life. I just remember snuggling up on
and it was outside because it was at Met Stadium. It was outside. That's why too it was so cold.
Well, girl, why you didn't dress correctly?
Coats on, but
yeah, I had a little leather coat, but it was raining a little bit too. It was raining, so the rain brought along some cold weather as well. So it was chill. It was chill.
But let me tell you, she performed despite how cold it was. And when I say baby performed, she came out the woodwork for all the moves. And then it was rain. Remember, they was splashing the water.
Yes.
They danced in the water, and the water went.
Yeah.
And the way that the water moved was so.
You
know that their lineup purpose, their dance choreography purposely, but the way that they splashed that water in unison.
Yes, it was a dope concert. Like I would go see her again because she does give you your money's worth. She really truly does.
So
yes,
I went to see Beyonce a couple of years ago. I think I never told you. Yeah. Yes, she performed. Honey gave. What's her What's her
Sasha Fierce.
Sasha Fierce came out to play. Okay, but Miss Beyonce was 2.5 hours late.
Yes, but I will take that and get my money's worth. I can deal with you being late. I could deal with you being late.
How late she was.
Yeah, she was late with us too, but I could deal with lateness when you give me a popping show. I could deal with that.
She was popping, but it was
I could deal with that.
Like I said, we will give her flowers, but 2.5 hours late. And then she came out on the side like, I'm young. Girl, we
Yeah,
been-
she
Like,
did,
Real
because I
good,
went
we
to
did.
that one
We've been
too.
waiting.
Yep.
We've been waiting.
we been waiting.
Yeah, I don't
But
mind
no,
that.
Sasha
Who did
Fierce
that?
came out
Keisha Cole did that, right?
But they was dumbly. They was in, I think that was over 2 hours. And they didn't give me a lot. I could have had the verses in my house and played Keisha Cole and then played
Listen,
Ashanti.
but I think that's like the most. It was. I think that was so much anticipation for that versus.
And it was.
It's supposed to happen. Then it got canceled. Then she had COVID. And it was like, okay, they finally here. Ashanti's looking good. And then here comes Miss Cole being up high. I was like, oh,
I was like, I stayed for this. I ate my Chinese food quick for this.
the dishes. I did my stuff before bedtime, and you will come out with an attitude, man.
And then her clothes didn't fit properly. And then
It was-
she
it was
was drinking
bad.
tea, drinking.
And
I
she
guess it
wanted
was
to-
tea, 3 different teas, then another tea.
And she
It
wanted
was
to
too much.
stand up, and
Yeah.
I would have danced. Sit down, okay.
It was just a hot mess. Like, we were waiting for this. We were like, we're about to relive our high school
whole
/
life.
college days, and this is what we get in. I said, I could have went to bed for this.
She was acting like Frankie. She was acting like
Yes, the little Frankie and her came out. The little
That was a
Frankie and
whole
her.
Frankie moment. But Ashanti held it. She was a
She did. She's very professional.
Yeah,
Very
she
professional.
held
very
it down.
professional.
She
Yeah.
probably was cursing her out in her head, but she didn't want to be like,
Yeah, she was very
And for her-
professional.
For them to have postponed it the first time for her, I really appreciate that she was on time and that she tried to hold the show together. She
Yes,
is a
by
little bit
herself.
boring,
mhm.
but she held the show together the best she could, you know.
Right.
And
the
she
circumstances
supports her family like Beyonce does. She
Mhm.
supports her family. Her sister had her little candles there and everything.
Yeah.
And the mother was there. So
Wife
I
of
really-
Creation, I believe her sister's candles and stuff is Wife of Creation.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her sister went through some things that I didn't know she even went through until she posted them. I felt so bad for her.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, we talking about Ashanti, right?
Mhm,
Her
her
sister.
sister, Shishi.
Yeah. I saw that. It was like a little glimpse of something. I was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah. And she holds her sister down, and I love their relationship. Like, she
Yep.
really, like, their whole family. The mom's the manager.
Mom's the
Their
manager.
father plays a role in everything as
he
well. He's from
does.
Brooklyn. Shout outs to him. But she legitly, like, honestly, she really, really, really takes care of her family. And I always appreciated that about her. And I love that about her. Yeah.
Ashanti.
Yeah.
So
That's just
as-
like us.
we do.
Keep
The
it in
Wise
the
Girls, we
family.
take care of each other for sure. So as always, it's been real, y'all. It's been
Yes.
great. I love having these conversations, chatting with our people. Thank you so much to everybody who's been rocking with the Wise Girls since day one. We're coming up on almost the 1 year anniversary soon. So we're
Wait a
excited
minute,
about
really?
that. Yeah, in September, it'll be 1 year.
Wow.
We've been doing the Wise Girls. So thank you to everybody who likes our post every day. We be out here hustling, baby. Thank you
Okay.
to everybody who shares our videos. Thank you to everybody who just supports us and follows us and interacts with us. We appreciate you. So if you have a business you want us to promote, as always, send us an email at themwisegirls@gmail.com. themwisegirls@gmail.com. And we'll definitely be in touch with you. And make sure you check out our YouTube page, like and subscribe. And you can watch all of the Wise Girl videos there. So we hope you have an amazing rest of your day, an awesome week. Keep shining and smiling. And we'll be back next week with a brand new episode of Them Wise Girls. Later.
Thanks for tuning in.